You heard about a man that lost control. The Raven King, I told you. Hop in and let the journey begin.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to Week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Nix to throw right away. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Alec Pierce, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Colt defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships.
And right away, he lost the football. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side. He's got it. And remember, he put one on the ground last week, so the rookie. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Here's Nix. To the sideline and incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34. This defense for the Broncos, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Not too many teams that use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the 1st round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Colts at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him. But right now, he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Taylor is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Richardson now on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Colts! Michael Pittman, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts are on the board first here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0.
Broncos, nothing.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy. Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us callers one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pick.
best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Richardson looking to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit to hold them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A nice effort and an even nicer stop for Kwity Paye. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun is Nix. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Got Dobbs over the middle. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Here's Jeremy Crawshaw now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple. And that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 7. They run once more with Taylor. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
When you enter the game as the AFC Player of the Week award winner, you expect runs like that and then some.
It was fun to watch him in the opener last week in Week 1. He was spectacular and hoping for more here in Week 2. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
To throw is Nix. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now it's Nix. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
35 yards that time on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 41-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Richardson out of the shotgun. Throw out right, pulled in by Downs. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. That'll give them 8 that time. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
At the 36-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well, right out and right up the middle.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave them with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
17-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he will get enough for a 1st down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the 1st.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Richardson. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Richardson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Richardson off the play fake. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be first and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, the plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, it creates a penalty.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
Let's go now. Time to line.
Now it's Richardson. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
70 Timberwolf. Cup 19. Cup 19. Steady.
Now Richardson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Josh Downs, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are able to add on to that lead. Well, this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of it. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
And we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously want. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by John A. Barron. So the penalty on the offense, no need to accept that. They'll decline it, and the interception will stand. Nix from the shotgun. That's complete to Pierce. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
From the 29, here's second and a couple. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Up the middle, here's Edwards. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Quibby Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line. The Broncos send out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken in at the 11. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 34-yard line. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Richardson to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 2.
At the 27-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Goodson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Now Richardson back to throw it. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting. At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Nix to the air. And he's got his man in stride, complete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Makes it 3rd and inches.
Trying to run for it. Here's Hardy. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it in the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Throwing Nix. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Colts are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Loose inside the 30. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. 105 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Well, he currently stands 2nd in the league in rushing, and runs like that are a big reason why. Heck, runs like that might get him to first.
And when you've got goals in front of you, if you're 2nd and you want to be first, that type of running gives you something to shoot for and hopefully attain.
Back to Taylor on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. They work now on 2nd and 9. They go play action with Richardson. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got his target. It's caught. Broncos touchdown. Josh Downs with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Colts are on their way to a 2-0 start. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle.
the other.
Now a 2nd and 10. Nix looking to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Denver.
Here's Nix. And he's got Pierce. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way.
Touchdown! Evan Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now.
Broncos 14. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Let's go.
Richardson looking to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Okay, break.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. A short one there, caught by Warren. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 18. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Working out of the gun is Nix. This one finds Pierce on the out route. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Now it's Nix. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. with Pierce. 36 yards. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
To kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now. Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. And just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
70 rings, 18 Cardinal, 18.
Now Richardson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw it through contact and short of the sticks.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
20-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. He's back to throw. Into the hands of Ingram. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
And the Broncos first down.
That's complete to Pierce. Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Brings up second down at the 38-yard line.
Here comes second down. Back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Colts TD. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. This is 1st and 10. Throwing after the interception. Nix able to find Mims. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
To throw, here's Nix. Pass complete to Edwards. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
To throw is Nix. Dobbs over the middle. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Well, defensively there, you want to play it a little safe and keep the action in front of you, but you definitely aren't looking to give up plays like that. They still got the cushion of a 2-score lead, but don't give them a freebie here in the final minute.
Here's Nix once more. This is caught. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. That catch, by the way, number 505 of his career, and that ties him with a couple of other tight ends for the pass. Frank Wycheck. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Come on. Hit. Cougar 19.
Down to a knee goes Richardson, and that should finish off this victory. So it's a win here for the Colts, and it was thanks in part to the play of their third-year quarterback.
Yeah, you had to like what you saw.